I thought I'd just show you quickly where I'm up to today with this. It's that little cloth book I made to put samples in. That's the front and this is the back, although I do think that should probably be the front because that gets creased all the time. But I just prefer the front to be shorter than what's going on inside, so that's why I've got that as the front. Just a personal thing, I mean, front, back, doesn't really matter. So what I did was I stitched bias strips inside as a means of holding samples when I'd finished stitching them. But what I decided to do was not stitch them in, but pin them in. And that's because I haven't finished making these little samples yet. And depending on what comes next, I might need to swap and change where they are. So they're literally just pinned into the bias strips. Can you see them there? And there's only 4 in there at the minute, but I'm hoping to do at least another 2 or 3. So that's what's going on with that. So that's the very flat one, sorry, the very last one at the back. Because they're made with vintage handkerchiefs, they crease as soon as you look at them, but I'm over it. I've had to talk myself into not being bothered about that. They've all got bound edges. That's got 2 bound edges. So yeah, so that's what's happening with that. So I'll just keep doing them and just keep adding them. Now when I've got as many as I want in there, when I think it's full, I may go back and stitch them in, but I'm not even 100% sure about that. I'll have to see how I feel as I progress with it. I mean, it might not get finished for months, but it's a work in progress because these are such a pleasure to put together that I probably just do one without thinking. I might have a time when I think, what am I going to make? I know I can make another little stitch sample, or I might find a hanky corner and I think, oh, I could make a little sample with that for my book. So that's how this is going to evolve. So I just thought I would share that with you today.